never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side, yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
Meaning credentials.
best of both worlds when we rockin' over
Pearls in
pearls.
the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right, turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about, space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all
Crown.
crown. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about, space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about, space or out?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 36.
1st down, a run with Cohen. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Lock in.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Preston Smith there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Check.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
23 yards, the final tally.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Bears.
Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Right here.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Let's get off the field.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Able to find Shaheen here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Sit down. Ready. Get ready. Switch. I want to work.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Trubisky will throw. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers going to throw. Got it open there, and it's Valdez-Scantling. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check cross, check cross, check cross.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He finds Corey Davis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Corey Davis. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing here, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Royce Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Coming, baby, I'm coming.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Watch the run. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
He's crashing.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Green 18.
Check with the 9. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after
26. Green 18.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Letting one go deep. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. The point after is good, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, 79 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go too...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go, B.
Now it's Trubisky. Brought in over the middle by Grant. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jakeem Grant, 78 yards, as the Bears push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run it again with Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I got you, boy.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here comes Grant on the return, and he's out right at the 25. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Stop right there. 3 down. Hey, check.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
180. Down to lose one. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got three down.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Come on. 180. You. Move.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable for Grant. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Get up! 180!
51. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Jim! Check.
Move.
On 1st down, it's Freeman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Red, up.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 4-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
25. Check 24.
Alert.
Now it's Freeman. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check. 180.
It's out time. It's out time, guys. It's out time.
Check three. Check three. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go.
Now it's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
No, 158.
59.
Yeah, this.
Watch QB jump.
Check that.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game.
Right there. Baby.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams. They put it all together, and I gotta tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
That's the way.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Parkey adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers has got it to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Don't let him breathe.
Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Zoom.
Check the call.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go!
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's your biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 49-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Exit. Watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down.
Cut up.
To throw on second down. Eason, he'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll run on first down. Freeman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
36-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
2nd and 11. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
87's getting the ball.
This is Freeman. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I'm ready.
And it's 3rd down.
Double time. Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
Say go.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.